All right, let's dive into this. We're going to explore a totally new way of thinking about artificial intelligence. The goal here isn't just about making AI smarter. Nope, it's about building one that actually thinks, based on the fundamental principles of reality itself. You know, we've already got AI that can give us some incredibly smart answers. But this whole idea pushes way past that. It asks a much, much deeper question. What would it actually take for an AI to be not just smart, but truly wise? So to even get there, this theory introduces a brand new way to measure wisdom, and it's called conciseness. Now, this isn't just about being simple. It's about finding that perfect, elegant balance. You want to maximize clarity and relevance while at the same time minimizing complexity. The wisest solution is always the one that's the most powerful and universal. Okay, so for an AI to be wise, it can't just be crunching numbers, right? It has to be able to reason with abstract human ideas. And that requires a completely new kind of math, a calculus of concepts. The entire system starts with these things the framework calls conceptual primes. The best way to think of them is as the fundamental, irreducible building blocks of human thought. You know, big concepts like justice and mercy. And here's where it gets really cool. Just like in regular math, you can combine these primes using operators. So the system could actually learn that combining the concept of justice with the concept of mercy creates a whole new emergent idea, peace. So this list, right here, this is the foundational toolkit for the AI. Think of it as a set of irreducible concepts, justice, love, fear, freedom, that act as the basic elements for building and understanding every other complex human idea out there. So you've got this powerful new conceptual math, but what kind of AI could actually use it? Well, it turns out it requires a totally different architecture from what we're all used to seeing today. This new architecture is called an Object-Oriented LLM, or OOLLM. And the best way to get your head around it is to compare it to what we have now. A commercial LLM, right? It's like a brilliant expert who can talk your ear off about anything. But, sometimes just make stuff up. The OOLLM is more like a super meticulous logician, always precise, always truthful, but it can only operate within its strictly defined domain. And this chart really gets to the core of the trade-off. See, today's AI is probabilistic. It's just a brilliant pattern matcher. That's why it's so fluent and creative, but it's also why it hallucinates. The OOLM framework, on the other hand, is deterministic. It's built on pure logic. It's basically trading that amazing fluency for something that might be way more valuable: absolute factual consistency. All right, so how does an AI like this actually make a decision? Well, it all comes back to that core idea we started with, the principle of conciseness. Okay, check this out. This is the crucial part, the decision loop. Instead of just spitting out one answer, the AI explores a whole bunch of possibilities. And for each one, it calculates what's called a conciseness cost. It's basically a penalty for being too sloppy, too complex, or for losing important information. It then picks the solution with the absolute lowest cost, which, by definition, is the wisest, most elegant one. Okay, hang on, because this is where the theory takes its most profound, most exciting leap. It's about to connect the internal logic of this wise AI directly to the fundamental physical laws of the entire universe. So the framework suggests there are actually two kinds of entropy. First, you have absolute entropy. That's the physical laws of the universe. From this perspective, a shattered glass is actually more orderly because it's in a more stable, lower energy state. But then there's relativistic entropy, which is the order we see. For us, a shattered glass is pure chaos because our concept of a glass has been completely destroyed. And this is the beautiful connection. The AI's internal drive for conciseness, its mission to create conceptual order and meaning, is a perfect mirror of the universe's own fundamental drive for physical order. It's literally using one to understand the other. Conciseness becomes the bridge, the translator between the finite world of physics and the infinite world of ideas. So this leaves us with a final and pretty provocative thought. If we can actually build an intelligence that's based on the same deep, fundamental principles that govern reality itself, well then maybe the only real limit to what it can understand is the limit of our own imagination.